When I was 18 years old, I was attacked by two men who physically and sexually abused me. One of them wanted to drown me in a nearby river, and so he took me to the river's edge. Moments before he held me under the water, my body went into freeze mode and I remember giving up the fight and surrendering. He put his hands around my neck and held me under the water facing up. I remember seeing the sun from under the water and feeling an incredible sense of panic, which, within seconds, was replaced with an unlimited amount of peace and serenity. I then found myself in a very narrow tunnel of an incredibly bright white light. I was on my back floating and moving forward, feet first. I recall feelings of absolute bliss, and trying to describe this blissfulness with words would fail to measure up to this experience. Maybe it was unconditional love. I also recall feelings of guilt and thinking, I don't care about my pets I am leaving behind and I feel bad about that. I didn't even think about my family. It was as if I had already forgotten them and I didn't even care. That was the only thought I had in the tunnel, because it was mainly an experience of feeling and just being. I then recall reaching the end of the tunnel, which was blocked by a huge face. The face was so big that I couldn't see the borders of the face. It was a man who had a white beard and white skin and slightly resembled Santa Claus' face. He told me, "It's not your time," in a voice that was nurturing. I replied, "But I don't want to go back." He said, "I'm sorry, but it's not your time, you have to go back." I don't remember any other conversation than that. But he moved his face a little so that the tunnel was no longer completely blocked. He was giving me a peek of what was on the other side of his face. From within the tunnel, I saw what looked like outer space, and there were beams of light shooting around, and I saw what looked like planets. The next event I remember is I am a light shooting around in space with the other lights. I don't communicate with them, I just shoot around like they are. I don't care about them or feel I need to do anything with them, and I sense that they feel the same. I am just being. I also recall seeing a planet in the distance that I felt was home. I had a feeling that I was from there and that Earth was not my home. I also saw a light that was so big that I could only see part of it. I felt that we all came from it. It was just being too. I then recall seeing my parents hear my screams as I was looking down from incredibly high up in the sky where I was drowned. My parents were quite far away, but they heard my screams. I especially noticed my father running to help me. I didn't remember how I was saved, whether my father attacked the perpetrator or not. I did remember when I woke up though. The first thought I had was, I wish I was dead. I felt very depressed. I missed my home, the place where I was light, and now Earth seemed like hell to me. Perhaps because of the attack I experienced. It was not until a few years ago that I accepted being here. I even tried to commit suicide 3 times as a young adult to return. I still prefer not to be here, but I know that I don't have a choice. I know that I have a purpose, as if I have an assignment. It's to help others come from their hearts, help them not be afraid of the unknown, and help them to see the light in themselves. There are 4 lessons I learned from my NDE. 1. Love. 2. Beloved. 3. Just be. And 4. Experience life. The Earth is our playground. Have fun.